Good. Okay, Syed, we can go with you. Thanks.
Hi, Peter.
Hi.
So, so for the last 2 weeks, I wrote the Cypress test for the post features on the admin portal, and apart from this, also the other thing that you mentioned in one of the PRs a few days ago, like to check that these tests are being that are being written follows the pattern, the page of the model pattern that we are following. So we can check that in two ways. For example, we can use a custom ESLint rules to check if a certain selector is mentioned in those test files and then suggest fixes about that. Or the other way that we could also do is write a small script that would check certain keywords that should be forbidden to not to be present in that in those E2E test folder. So like I was thinking of using the second way of writing a script rather than interfering with ESLint, because in the past we also have a lot of issues with ESLint. So what would you suggest apart from this on this?
Yes, I would think that ESLint is not the solution because, as you've mentioned, we've had numerous problems with great customizations with it. So if you think a script would work best, is there any way in which
Right.
we can make sure that that's integrated into the Husky stuff?
Yep, that script would be written and then it would run on the pre-commit check. Like already we are using the ASCII.
Okay, all right.
How we check commit link. In the similar fashion, we will be using that as well.
Okay, that would work. So do you have any
So
Okay, go ahead.
yeah, no, no.
Are you finished?
So I was just no, I was just saying that's it. For the last week, I also had my exam, so didn't do much apart from this.
Okay.
So yeah,
I was going to ask you about that because I know some of you do have exams. How did the exams go?
it, it went well. It got finished yesterday. I'm free right now.
Okay. Well, I'm glad the relief must be great. All right.
Right.
So, do you have any PRs that are open that need to be merged with your mentor?
No, I think there is one on the Flutter side.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Actually, it's the workflow of the integration test.
Okay.
I have been stuck on that, so I did reach out to my mentors. I did reach out to Tasneem and Kevani as well as Numan as well.
Okay.
So I'll be working on that. I will try to fix that within this week only,
All right.
because we are going to the last month of our mission.
Yeah, yeah. Things are coming to an end, and we need to start thinking about next year. All right. Good. Thank you
Right.
very much. This is really good to hear. Thanks, Syed. All right. Who'd like to go
Thanks.
next? Okay. So we're going to go Vanshika, then Divyanshu, then Abby. All right. Vanshika, go ahead.
Yes, hello everyone. I have successfully merged the PR which fixes the admin post page. I have redesigned the UI for admin post page as well, and that PR has been merged successfully. Um, Apart from this, I am working on fixing the issue we have been facing for a long time with our server that I have to rerun the script in order to fetch the database every day. I've seen this that I have when I do it every day, it works fine. Um, I think the main issue here is in our Docker file we don't have volume for Postgres, and my recent PR is going to fix that issue. So
Okay.
once that is fixed, I think that our our server will be good to go, and there won't be any further problems
Okay.
with our deployed set.
I didn't realize we didn't have a Docker container for Postgres. That's the first time I'm hearing about that.
We do have, but we don't have volume. Volume basically, as per my research, we don't have something to sustain the fetch we are doing currently. So we need to store that data for a longer period of time, right? So we need volumes for it.
Okay.
And according to my research, the thing is, in our current dev container, we don't have any volume for Postgres.
Okay.
So yeah, it might fix the problem. I'm not sure about it, but let's see if it fixes. Then it would be great.
Okay. Before we get on to Divyanshu, who has a comment, um, if you're going to be doing a lot of this stuff, we need to make sure that the modifications are also seen in the production Docker file as
Yes.
well. Okay, because that's going to be really important for us in the long run. All right, Divyanshu, please go ahead.
As you mentioned that we don't have volume, so like when we run Docker on local system, it has volumes for like Postgres files. So like you should check that Docker container once again.
Do you mean the dev container?
Yeah, dev container.
Okay, so I did check it, but I didn't see any way we are actually containing or storing the data we are fetching. So
Uh, okay, so maybe I can share my screen and show you.
yeah, sure.
Okay, so these are the volumes we have related to the Java.
Yeah, we do have these volumes, but actually in the script, uh, if you remember, we have like a .json scripts for all three of our Docker files. In that, we don't have a way to actually store these the data we are fetching.
Okay.
Um, yeah. I'm also not sure if it would fix the issue, but probably it should. Uh, but let's see, because in Docker we are not sure about anything. It might work, might not work. Yeah.
Okay, we need something that's really consistent with this.
Yes.
I know that with Docker, it was supposed to solve a lot of problems, and it has. However, it also has created some of these issues, and I think part of it is because it's not something that many people deal with on a regular basis. Like
Yeah.
most people who do coding, they just focus on the code and have some like a DevOps team to deal with all the Docker type things. And I think that's part of the reason why we've had such mixed successes with Docker. So anything that you can do to make sure that we fix this is going to be really important. And then of course see how you can get it documented in either Tallow Docs or the Docs subdirectory of the API. That'd be really helpful too. Okay.
Yes, yes, surely. I've also asked Noman to review my PR so that it doesn't cause any problem to our existing dev container.
Okay. Good. All right. Thanks a lot. Do you have anything more?
Apart from this, I'm working on creating the Figma file. Actually, I'm not sure that if I should just add the screenshot or create the whole page in Figma, the both the pages.
Oh, I see. I think it would be best if we do the Figma file without a screenshot because it's going to be people are going to be modifying it, eventually. You know. Okay, I did have some comments on that layout, but I'll send you something separately. I know that we had spoken about having something that looks like Instagram stories at the top for the pinned posts. But
Yeah.
when I was saying that, I didn't mean it in the sense of having those small circular icons. What I was really meaning was that we would have like maybe miniature sized posts going across that we could scroll across because the issue now is that somebody who when we have a pinned post, all we're seeing is an icon. And say for example there's something important that somebody needs to see, it's not going to be immediately apparent. So for example, if there's a sports club and they're going to go to a championship final and you really want to make that a pinned post, all you're going to see is that circular icon, not the actual post with the imagery of people getting all happy going to the final, etc. Right? So it diminishes the impact of what was the intention of a pinned post. So there's a way in which you can make a modification to it to find a way in which you can have a miniature version or the same size version of the post across the top. I will try to show you something. Um, Let me see if I can. I'll try to do a little video of what I'm talking about. There's an app that I watch on or listen to on a regular basis, that has the pin post concept in there. And I think if I can find a way to show it on my phone and then upload it to WhatsApp, then you'll have a better idea of what I'm talking about. Okay, so rather than explaining it, I think having a visual representation would be much better. Okay?
Yes,
Okay.
surely.
All right, thanks. All right,
Yes, thank you.
all right, you're welcome. Anybody else have any questions for Vanchika? Okay, if not, I think we had Divyanshu, then Abby. Divyanshu, please go ahead.
So I have completed the volunteers and attendance feature in both back end and front end. So we show you the volunteer part. So this is a recurring event. Let me choose in another.
Okay, we can't see anything.
Okay, just sorry. Okay, so this is a recurring event daily.
Okay.
So we have three options for in this volunteer screen, like individual, groups, and requests.
Okay.
So we can add volunteers for this entire series or this event only. So when I create a volunteer for this event only, then it becomes an exception to that series.
Right.
So let's say I create this event only member, then user can see this
Okay.
invitation in the user portal.
Okay, good. And when you do the volunteer, do you give them like a role? How does that?
That will be a different feature. Like we have
Okay.
action item. So while creating action item, we can assign that action item to a volunteer or a volunteer group.
Okay, all right. Yes, that makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah. So we have a field in action items called our volunteers, or we can assign hours to that volunteer. So that's how we will track
Okay.
how many hours he volunteered.
Okay.
So as now he becomes an instance related, instance specific volunteer. If I choose this another event, then he won't be that event won't have able to see that
Right.
volunteer. So let's say now create a volunteer group. Okay, so let's say I need to create a volunteer group for all the series.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
So
hang on. So I think I know that you have name there. Can you this is just a thing for the user experience. Instead of having name, can you just say group name? Because it may cause people thinking that it may cause minor confusion. That's all. It's a relatively minor modification. All right. So we've got this creating the group. Okay. Please go ahead.
yeah, so when I create a group, then when I choose a leader, then invitation will also be sent to that leader. And if I can choose the volunteers that are individual volunteers, or if we don't have an individual volunteer, then a new invitation will be sent to that member, no matter what he is an individual volunteer or not.
Okay.
Let's say I choose this and this, and so invitation will be sent to all of these three members. Okay. So now I get a new invitation to join a recurring event series.
Right. So where would you see that notification that you've been assigned to be a volunteer? Because it looks as if you were on the user side.
Yeah, the invitation will go to user portal.
Right.
This is a user portal.
Correct. But I'm saying is that if you're in the user portal, there's no way to actually there's like no notification to say, hey, something has changed. You have to be in the volunteer page to see it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Manish will work on this part, notification part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, that makes sense. All right, thank you. So, Manish, you're going to have to
So
remember to do that. Okay, thank you.
okay, so like this member accepted the invitation,
Mhm.
and so now he also becomes a series level volunteer for that series, and this invitation is still pending. As I can go to this and look few details, so I can see that Harry Lance is now a member of that group,
Okay,
or is a part of a group. So
okay,
like this is an individual volunteer and groups, and request section is like when uh, user can see a lot of events here, and he can apply to those events to volunteer. Say like this member is already a volunteer for the whole series, so
okay.
he have two options to volunteer for that particular event, or let me show you from another user.
This is really good to see, Divyanshu. I know that you've spent a lot of time on this, and the recurring events and events in general have always needed to be improved upon. So, congratulations on this. Please go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, yeah. So like I have two options when I join. When a user wants to join, volunteer for entire, he can volunteer for entire series or this instance only. So let's say I join for a instance this entire series only.
Okay,
Then admin get a request from that user here. He can accept or he can reject that.
okay.
Let's say he accepted and update my screen. He is now joined to that all recurring series.
All right. I just have one other thing that I noticed from the user perspective, right? You have
Yeah,
mentioned like volunteering for the series or volunteering for the event. The series, I don't think the wording is bad, but for the instance, we should just say for this event
yeah. So like
because
I am
yeah,
showing the
I
description here.
yeah, I know what you're saying, but it should say volunteer for this event only because the end user is not going to know what an
Yeah,
instance is.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. I will update that.
Yeah, it's a software engineering term, and
Yeah,
the end user is going to say, "What are you talking about?" So let's try and get that going. Okay, thanks.
yeah, yeah. Thank you for that. And now he can also so this
Uh,
is a standalone event.
mm-hmm.
I will not see option that pop up window to join for that series, or he will directly send a request to that event. And if I volunteer for this series, for instance, then I also need to send, uh,
Right.
need to select one of these options.
Okay, and similarly here, where you say volunteer for series, make it event series versus just event.
Yeah,
Okay, and then similarly with instances, try and just do a set or something, a search and replace for instance and event in some of these pop-ups. It'll also make it come more consistent. All right, good. Right, this looks.
and like I am also showing the recurrence here. Like
Mm-hmm.
if he wants to join
Right.
uh, a series, so what does series mean? Like daily, weekly, or yearly?
Yeah.
And like this was the volunteer part, and I have also completed the attendance part also.
Mm-hmm.
So we have all the features working for the attendance.
Okay.
Now
And
let's say,
and the registration has also been done.
yeah, registration, all, matlab, I mean, complete attendance feature is migrated from last year
Okay.
GSoC to this.
Okay.
Like
So that
because I needed to complete, needed to write complete a backend for this
correct.
from scratch, because it was not present in a new Postgres branch, so I needed to migrate all that feature from last
All right.
legacy branch to this one, and just needed to make some changes to the mutations and queries in front end. So now
Correct.
it's working.
Okay. So that means, based on what you're saying, is that registrations aren't working yet because that wasn't in scope. Is that correct?
No registration. I think
But
Let me show you. You will get a better picture by visual
okay,
representation.
no, I just want to. Okay, it's okay.
Like a user can here register for that
Okay,
event.
all right, good. So that works. So the next thing is, yeah, we had this thing called check-ins some time ago for events.
Yeah, yeah, I have completed that part also.
Okay, great. That.
So user can register here,
Mm-hmm.
yet send the request, and admin goes to this. Now he is an attendee.
Okay.
He can admin can show how many events he attended here,
Right.
and he can see the historical statistics and
Okay.
etc. And now admin can check in or check out this, so you won't be able to see the colors here.
Okay.
So
Right.
now he's checked in.
Okay.
Admin can add new registrations here.
Okay.
If that member belongs to the organization,
All
let's
right.
say I hit this. Now he's also registered for that event.
Okay. Hold on. And I've noticed something in all of these screens. The very last line, right? Like just make the number 2. Hold on. Stop clicking. Let's go back. Yeah. You see that you have a double line at the very bottom of the. Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
Is there a way in which we can get around that so that like the last line doesn't show?
yeah. I think we can.
It's just an aesthetic thing. This
Yeah.
at the very end of everything. See what you can do about that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Hold on. So for the check-ins, there are 2 reasons why we want to have check-ins, right? Somebody's registered, and then you want to make sure that you may have additional space for additional people to come in. People will say, yes, we had 20 registrants, but only 18 have checked in. All right, so we have space for 2 more people to come in, right? So that's one reason why you'd want to do something like that. However, also, and that would relate to the venue size, which will eventually have to be
Yeah.
integrated in there. But
Yeah.
also, one of the reasons why we had check-ins was for non-registration type events, and the reason for that is the following. Say, for example, you have an event like a concert, and people will come with their children, and for that concert there may be a separate daycare event for the concert. And so what would happen is that you could then have people check in for the daycare, but the child may not necessarily be a registrant, and the event may not necessarily require registration. So, for example, give you a better idea, just like a concert or a barbecue or some sort of a festival type thing, right? People are all coming, they drop off their children at a little thing, and then for that event or the sub-event, they have that option. So so you have that. Is that what this on-spot attendee is?
Yeah.
Okay.
If that user doesn't belongs to the organization, then we can add on-spot registration. And
Okay.
If I create some.
Okay. But does that mean I know that you have the error there, but does that mean that the person now becomes a member of the organization, or is it just for the...
He becomes the part of organization.
Okay.
Yeah. Because in the backend, what happening is that when I create on-spot registration, then I am just signing up that user to the organization.
Right.
So he will become part of the organization.
Okay. I guess that works. Just that I'm thinking that in the case of a child or a grandparent, they may not have an email address, but we need
Yeah,
we that we let's not try to solve that problem yet. We have something that's working. We can possibly think about next year to try and solve that particular problem. But I'm glad that we have this. Okay, good. Right, thank you. This is and all right. And so would the on-spot attendee thing work with register events that require registration? Yeah, that's the whole purpose of it in this case, right? Okay,
yeah.
good, good. Thank you very much. That really solves a lot of questions. Now, the next thing that I wanted to ask is for events, do you have the option of having volunteers and volunteer groups, or does it have to be like, can you have an event and say we want 5 volunteers without them being in a group in general? Or do you have to create a group for every different set of roles of volunteers? How does that work?
Like if admin wants 5 volunteers, then
Yeah.
he need to create that group. But
Okay.
he just wants the 5 volunteers, then he need to select all those 5 volunteers, and they will become individual volunteers.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure that we had a means of differentiating things. Good.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. This is really helpful. Does anybody have any questions for Divyanshu? Divyanshu, are you working with your mentors to get this stuff merged in? Because we're coming close to the end of the GSoC period.
Yeah, yeah. I have a meeting tomorrow, so I will explain to mentors the all this backend working, and then we will merge the PRs. PR also are ready to merge. I just need to explain them.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
This is really
And
helpful.
I have a question,
Yep.
like who will be working on the CRUD part of triggering events in mobile application?
Uh,
For
that may be Satyam. And I know Satyam is working on just generally fixing the mobile app. So you can,
I,
yeah, talk to him. Talk to him about that, whether that's in scope, and if not, we can try to create a series of issues
as,
for people to work on the mobile app side.
as I can recall, like he was Mohit, I think.
Oh, it's
Was
Mohit?
he also,
Okay, all right. Well, we'll work with him then.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Okay, so I think we have Abby.
Hi everyone. So I've been working on the configuration part. I'll share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I added this navigation link here. So we can edit the configuration file from the UI now.
Okay, good.
So we can add one here.
Does this update the configuration file, or is it a part of a configuration table?
As soon as we hit submit, it will change the configuration file.
Okay.
So test. Okay.
Okay.
And so SNMP group also same way. So I added like a basic template
Okay.
with all this. Then for advanced,
Okay.
yeah. So for this one, I added authentication so that not
Okay.
everyone can change it. Yeah.
All right. So, Abby, is that a good best practice for us to be editing files directly rather than to the
Uh,
database? Because like for example,
oh,
hold on. So in the Talon admin and application, we don't edit the configuration file directly. It's a lot of the general configuration is in the database, and the fundamental configuration is in the configuration file, right? Like things like endpoint values and some emails of last resort and and various things related to that, but most of the operational types of data is in the database, and a lot of the things that you're looking at here is more on the operational side. And
Okay.
so
So like,
hold on. So rather than trying to change things now, continue with what you're doing, and then we need to start thinking about how we can get some of this data stored in the database itself.
okay.
Okay. All right.
So
Thanks.
one thing I did like lastly was like there was at the beginning it was uh, transferring all the data to the front end, but now it's not like that. Like I created a patch if that's what you're concerned about, or if we want to make it the same way as Kalava, then I I can like
Yeah,
store
we can,
yeah, in the
we
doc.
can, yeah, we can. Which you should talk to this with the mentors. I'll put something on the
Okay,
in the group to say that we need to start thinking about that. All right,
okay,
but it's good that we have this through the web interface, no matter what,
okay, yeah,
no matter what the back end is, because it makes it so much more easier to config. Okay,
okay. Yeah, then I was working on the testing part. It's more than 90% now for front end.
okay, good.
Uh, yes, that's basically it. So only thing left is like small like UI changes. Like I have to add devices that are not monitored by switch map. So
Okay,
those kind of things. Uh,
okay.
then also like yeah, Abhishek's backend and my front end needs to be integrated. So like that Abhishek's PR is not merged yet.
Yeah,
So like I'm waiting for that. Yeah.
I noticed that there are some minor errors on some of his PRs that I just need to get fixed. All right, I'm assuming that you guys are going to be talking about that right afterwards, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. So
good,
as soon as that's merged, I can work on getting both running together.
good. All right.
Yeah,
Any questions
that's
from
it.
Abby? If not, no. I think the last person on the call is Jai, I think. I think Manish, you went, right? Okay, okay. Manish. Oh, wow, we've got a lot of people. Okay, so let's go with Manish first, and then Mohit, and then Jai. Okay, go ahead, Manish.
So hello everyone. Last week I had my exams. So exams are finished and I worked on the chart system. I almost recovered all the things, but there is a problem that in the API we are using Mercurius, which uses the subscription transfer WS protocol of the GraphQL, which is very outdated, and this has been deprecated by Apollo itself in 2020. And the thing is, currently in admin panel we are using GraphQL WS protocol, which is not compatible with our backend. So I tried to use a deprecated version of subscription in the admin panel, but the white build is keep failing. It's not building up because that is a common just because. And currently we are all using ESN. So I think I have to configure the backend with the GraphQL WS, but again, this will break the Flutter app. Like the Flutter app is compatible, but admin panel is not compatible.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I saw that in the chat. I don't think we have much of a choice on to get this done. It doesn't make sense us having something that's not being
yes,
supported.
so here we are registering the Mercury client. So this uses the
Hold on, hold
subscription
on,
WS.
hold on. I think you're sharing your screen and it's not sharing anymore.
I think I have a driver issue.
Yeah, all right. Well, just explain it and then go ahead.
So the problem is Mercurius team is not updating the protocol of subscription. They are using a very outdated version,
Yeah,
and currently Apollo has been deprecated the thing which is compatible with Mercurius itself. So I think we have to migrate our backend because already our white app is very much laggy and
yeah,
which take very time to load.
So I think using a common gist package inside the ESM modules will be worse than this current situation.
Yep.
So I think I will migrate the backend, but again, someone have to work on the Flutter application to make compatible.
Okay, who would that be in that case? Would that be Mohit or Satyam?
I think Satyam was working on the chat system, but
Okay,
yes,
yeah, all right. Well, let's make sure that Satyam is aware of this. I think
yeah, he is aware of this, but
okay,
he
good.
was talking about the baking changes and
Yeah,
stuff.
I think we're going to have some discussion about that with him right after this call and Norman, so we can have some more. When that comes out, I'll ask Norman to post something in the chat, and then you'll have some ideas of where to go. But I don't think, based on what you're saying, we don't have a choice but to do some of this
Yes,
work. Yeah,
actually, we cannot use any deprecated model in the React
never.
app. It's already too much laggy and it take a lot of time to build.
Yeah, and
And
it's
another thing, I am trying to use 10 stack query for chat, which is better, but again, we are totally coupled into the GraphQL ecosystem,
yeah,
but that will actually enhance our UI performance in chat. As we know, some subscription chats are incoming, so we have to add that in our UI without any problems. So 10 stack query signs there, but we are already coupled into Apollo client. I'm
right.
trying if that possible that time allows me, so I'll do that. Otherwise, we have to stick with Apollo, but we have to migrate our backend.
Yeah, yeah. I thought we got rid of all vestiges of Apollo from like maybe 2 years ago, but apparently not. All right, thanks, Manish. This is good to know. Hopefully, we can get this done before the end of the GSoC period.
Yeah, I'll get this done. And next thing, I'll work on the event invitation and the email system. And
Yes.
I have two open PRs. One is totally the notification system. That is under review, and another is the Mina fix. I have fixed the Mina for production as well as the development, so
Okay.
that will work with the Flutter application and the Talawa admin also.
Okay.
So if that will be merged, that is only about 50 or 60 lines of PR. So I
Okay.
think if that will be merged, then other people can work with the post feature, because now the author URL we were using base 64 encoded URLs, which takes a lot of RAMs. Like a simple image will have like 7,000 or 8,000 lines of encoded URL, so
That's right.
that takes a lot of RAMs. So that's why I migrated to resigned URL architecture, but we have to make sure that it is working with all the stuffs like the other URLs in chat application. I will also use the pre-signed URL architecture. So when we are sending something, we won't send the whole image or whole video through the chat itself. We'll use or I will just upload the thing in MinIO, and we'll just transfer the object name so that other user can just fetch that from MinIO itself. So that won't make any load on our server backend itself.
Okay. There is a PR, I think, that's in the queue to standardize all the Minayo
Yeah.
calls, right? We need to make sure that, like, if you can, just take a look at it. I think it's a guy named Harsh that has submitted it, you may have commented on it, saying that he needs to do some changes, but it'd be good if you can just take a look at it one more time to make sure that everything is okay.
Yeah, sure. I'll look into that PR.
Yeah, because what I don't want is you go through all of this and then somebody goes in and overwrites everything that you've done. It may mean, for example, that we just close the PR, right?
Yep. So,
Okay. Oops. Okay. All right. Thanks a lot, Manish. Any questions for Manish? No. All right. I think it was Mohit that went up, but I'm not sure. Next.
Hello.
Yes, and then Jai. Okay, Mohit, go ahead.
So, hello everyone. So, past 2 weeks I was busy with my exam,
Okay.
but I have worked on the mobile app. So, multiple features which were static and not working are implemented, like exit organization, joining organization, voting system, comment voting system, and all these are done. And the app is now working faster than before.
Good.
Yeah.
And are we using the latest Flutter for this, or is it still like the old
So
version?
we are in latest Flutter version and latest dependencies also.
Okay, good.
So like we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, that has been a historic problem that we've had. Good. All right. Right, and you've been working with your mentors on this, right? To get this implemented?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm working with mentors to get my PR merged.
Okay.
And next I will be working on notification. Like as Manish said, the
Okay.
work is ready.
All right. In that case, I know you may not have anything to necessarily display right now, but in 2 weeks' time, please make sure that you have something that we can show, that we can at least see what's going on to make it
Yeah, sure.
better for us. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Any questions for Mohit? If not, we can go to Jai.
Hello everyone. So like I also had my exams in this bi-weekly, so I don't have any update as such, but I'm moving to the app part now, so I have the local setup running with the API, so I'll be doing that in the coming week.
Okay, good. All right, thanks, Jai. That's good to know. And then finally, do we have anybody else? Abhishek. Oh yes, that's right. Please go ahead.
Hi everyone. So I had exam also. I have also some pending PRs as well. So I was working on two PR at a time. So one PR was adding new IDs and second PR was about the multiprocessing.
Okay.
So I firstly I asked Ashima that what should I prefer working on. So she told me that firstly fix all the failing tests in the CI and also fix the CI as well.
Yeah.
So I got my PR merged. I can show you the CI is working for the test cases.
Okay, good. Good.
So you can see this test application, like all the tests were failing initially as they were just tend to work with the synchronous, but I have made them all asynchronous. And also talking about the adding new OIDs, I have added those as well. So initially there was a critical bug with the PySNMP. What happening was whenever ingester tried to ingest the data into the database, so we are having the MAC address from the EasySNMP. Somehow it was returning the data in decoded format, but in the PySNMP was returning data in double encoded format. So that's why in the server side it was not getting the data in the correct format. That's why it just crashed out and it wasn't logging anything. So it was so difficult to find that what the exact issue was.
Okay. Can you hold on. Can you just create an issue in the PySNMP repo just to say that this happens without without logging, just so that they have it in their queue to do? Because the last thing we want is yet somebody else having the same problem. I'm not saying that you fix it; you just report it. That's all.
Okay, so like one more problem that still is like there is a OUI table.
Yes.
Whenever I try to create the new table, it just return me out error that we are inserting out the data. Like there is a primary key that we are setting none, and we are adding an attribute with a data. With some data, so that was causing the whole database to fail at that time.
Okay.
And also we have to run a separate command to adding those OUI files.
That's right.
So,
yeah.
So should I fix it on my own or create a issue then fix it?
Just fix it because you know what the problem is, and rather than creating a delay. Okay. Good.
So for the next part, I will ready up this new ID PR by Wednesday, and till the next week, me and Abhi work will be rebased together, so we can work with my backend should be compatible with her front end, so there will be some incompatible issue that would be happening, And the last thing would be left would be containerizing all the daemons together.
Yeah.
And also on the documentation side, because we have to document our new architecture.
Right, we do. Okay, good. All right, thank you, Abhishek. Any questions for Abhishek? Abhi, go ahead.
Peter, regarding the documentation site, can you send that the switch map logo if that's decided?
Yeah, I have it somewhere. I'll send it to you. All right, thanks.
Oh, okay, great. Thank
Any other people that need to do presentations or otherwise? Let's just take a look at the others. I think we're all done. Satyam. Okay, go ahead.
Hello, Peter.
Hi.
Am I audible?
Yeah, your audio once again is not so good.
So sorry, I think I'm outside. I think that's it. Let me know. Is it fine right now?
It continue and then we'll let you know. It wasn't very good before.
Okay. Yeah. So my work on chat deliverable is completed, and the PR is ready to be merged as soon as Noman reviews it. The thing that is pending is now donations, which we need to discuss. Like I have already searched for the packages and filter. I just need to start implementing based on the feedback you give. So if you are free, we can do a 30-minute meet.
Okay. Yeah, I think we wanted to talk with Norman and yeah, Norman. Okay. All right. Yeah, we can do that. Just send it to me in chat, and then we can try and figure out a good time. I think I have a meeting with some of you guys right after this. I think is it you?
Yeah, it's
oh, that's right. That's
yes.
right. Okay, so we'll just do it right after this. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. So the audio.
Right.
Yeah, your audio is not that good. So
yeah,
I think we're gonna have to.
I'll try to go to a better area.
Yeah. So between now and then, try to find somewhere where the audio will be better.
Yes.
Thanks again, and we'll talk again in 2 weeks' time.